Hello, I'm Karen Liang. Today I'll be talking about the Minamata Bay incident happened in the 1950s. First of all, I'll discuss the objectives of today's topic, and then I'll move on to introduce what happened in the Minamata Bay and what is Minamata disease. Following then, I'll introduce the impact of the incident and what are the resolutions. By talking about this topic, we aim to provide a clear picture of the Minamata Bay incident, and by showing the statistics and figures, it will help to support the facts and then help you to understand the impact of this catastrophe. Let's start by looking at this map. Minamata City, located in the Kumamoto Prefecture on Kyushu Island in the southern part of Japan. The Chiso Minamata factory was first built in this area in 1908 and started using mercury catalyst to produce acetaldehyde in 1932, with increased production after World War II between 1939 to 1945. By around 1950, residents at Minamata noticed the effects on local wildlife. Local cats that ate the fish began to stagger about and die. Then the local population of people that depended on fish were affected, particularly developing fetuses and children. The situation gained official recognition in May 1956 when two children developed neurological symptoms. So how the contamination affect human? The mercury from the factory was biotransformed by bacteria in the water into methylmercury or organic mercury that bioaccumulated and biomagnified in the muscle of fish. And then local people ate the fish and the organic chemicals accumulated in human body. So Minamata disease is referring to the methylmercury food poisoning. The first patient, as we just mentioned, was officially notified to the local public health center in 1956. The source and transmission mode is contaminated fish and shellfish. The etiological agent is methylmercury, which is a byproduct of acetaldehyde production from the Chiso factory. Methylmercury targets on the central nervous system. The patients could have many neurological signs, including paresthesia, ataxia, constriction of the visual field, or even hearing difficulties. Some of them may have psychiatric symptoms as well, such as impairment of intelligence and mood and behavior dysfunction. From the first case that officially certified in 1956, the cases kept increasing and reached to a peak in 1973 with 292 patients certified in that year. The certified victims number increased significantly from 1970 because in 1969 the law concerning special measures for the relief of pollution-related health damage came into effect. And then based on this law, Minamata City was designated as pollution-affected areas. Following then, the pollution-related health damage certification council was established in Kumamoto prefectures and provided certification for victims to apply. Applicants are required to take medical examinations and followed by a medical review by the certification council. And here's a graph. Here's a graph indicating both production of acetaldehyde and the number of patients, which they are having very similar trend that indicate a strong association in between. Also, a significant drop in mercury weight happened in 1966. That's when the Chiso factory completed circulation system and the pollutant source was eliminated through cessation of the production of acetaldehyde in 1968. After this pollution, many measures have been taken up against the Minamata disease. First is to shut down the pollutant sources and then restore the environment. Then at the individual level, the control of intake of the fish is crucial. Lastly, it's important to use the certification to keep update on the true patient's number. Until 2017, we can see that most applicants are still have been refused, and there are still more than 1,000 applicants are waiting for the decisions. And the compensation is based on the certification system. Regards to the restoration of the environment, there are mainly two methods: landfill and dredging. Even after they stopped releasing methylmercury, it still lingered in the sediment at the bottom of the water in certain areas. So from 1974 to 1990, Kumamoto Prefecture started removing about 1.5 million cubic meters of this mercury-laden sediment from Minamata Bay. They used the dredging in landfills to get rid of it, and dredging are used more often in this area compared to landfill, which treated about 70% of the total contaminated areas. Finally, the Minamata incident caused huge economic loss. The costs for pollution control and prevention measures are about 123 million yen per year, and the damage costs, including health, environmental, pollution, and fishery damage, has cost more than 12 billion yen per year. In conclusion, the Chiso Minamata factory production of acetal have resulted in the emergence of Minamata disease. Implemented measures after incidents include source shutdown, restoration efforts, fish intake control, and certification updates. Ongoing challenges include a high volume of certification applications and refusals until 2017. Minamata instance also highlights the enduring cost of environmental disasters and the harm to residents. So Minamata City is still experiencing a decline in population until 2022, which is obviously due to the outbreak of the Minamata disease. Thank you for watching.